Falcons fans, it looks like big changes may be coming to Flowery Branch. And all of this started with one cryptic tweet from Arnold Ebiketie. Now, the Falcons edge rusher took to social media with these simple words: "News on AK coming soon." Now, this is one sentence that has set the entire Falcons fan base on fire. Is a trade coming? Is something off the field? Or maybe a contract update with the NFL deadline just around the corner? The timing is too perfect for this to be absolutely nothing. So in this video, we're going to dive into this tweet and tell you what this means about the Atlanta Falcons team going forward. Now, the Falcons sit right in the middle of the NFC playoff picture. At 3-3, this is a team that can absolutely make a playoff push, but the front office has to decide: are they buyers or are they sellers, or are they a little bit of both? Now, according to Jeremy Fowler of ESPN, the Falcons have been expected to operate as buyers this year. Let's give a round of applause for buyers. Now, they need wide receiver depth, linebacker help, and offensive line reinforcements, and all of these have been mentioned as priorities for the Atlanta Falcons. But Jeremy Fowler also noted that Atlanta could be willing to shed players who are on expiring contracts. And Arnold Ebiketie is one of the names that came up. Now, let's be honest. Ebiketie's NFL career hasn't unfolded the way that many hoped when the Falcons drafted him in with that second-round pick back in 2022. Now, through 56 career games, he has just 14.5 sacks, and this season, he's sitting at 0. This is not what Atlanta envisioned when they traded up for him. So, we all know about the rookies. James Pearce Jr., Jalon Walker, they're flashing serious potential. And then Braylon Trice is waiting in the wings. Hopefully we can get him back on the field. And suddenly, Arnold Ebiketie doesn't look like the long-term solution at edge rusher for the Atlanta Falcons. So the question becomes, do the Falcons flip him now, or they can still get some value back, instead of letting him walk in free agency for absolutely nothing? Now you're saying, all right, I'm on board. Let's trade Arnold Ebiketie. Here are some potential suitors for Arnold Ebiketie and his service. Teams like the Chicago Bears and the Dallas Cowboys have already been linked to Ebiketie. We heard Jerry Jones say, we need an impact defensive player. Arnold Ebiketie could be that guy. Now, number one, the Bears make some sense. GM Ryan Poles has already poached many of the Atlanta Falcons' talent, such as Drew Dalman and Grady Jarrett, so adding another young piece to their rebuild wouldn't be as big of a shock. But the Cowboys, meanwhile, have plenty of draft picks, and after moving on from Micah Parsons to Green Bay, they need help. And even if Atlanta only nets a mid-round pick in return, that's capital that can flip for a position of need like wide receiver. So, the bigger picture is, this isn't just about Ebiketie. It's about the Falcons' identity as a team. This defense has been one of the league's best this year, thanks to Jeff Ulbricht's aggressive scheme, and guys have been stepping up all over the field. So, trading a pass rusher feels a little bit risky, but it doesn't feel that bad. And if Ebiketie isn't part of the future, moving him now could help the Falcons strengthen their roster elsewhere without derailing this playoff push. And I don't want to forget Kirk Cousins' name is out there being floated around. I'm just going to acknowledge him real quick. While Atlanta isn't in the QB market and they don't want to get rid of Kirk Cousins, it tells you that the Falcons may be willing to do business this year. So, here's my final thoughts. What do we make of Arnold Ebiketie's tweet? News on AK coming soon? What could that mean? It could mean nothing, but given the timing, the trade deadline chatter, and his contract situation, it feels like something is definitely brewing. The Falcons are balancing do we win now or do we wait till the future? They're good enough to fight for the playoffs, but they need to be smart enough to recognize when it's time to move on. Ebiketie is on the move. Don't be surprised if they flip him for a draft pick and then turn that into a weapon that helps Michael Penix Jr. right now. So, Falcons fans, I want to ask you this question. What do you think? Should the team move on from Arnold Ebiketie and stockpile picks? Should they trade him for another good talent that can help Michael Penix Jr. out? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. And please do me a favor. hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And if you want to see more videos like this, check this one out right here. Like always, peace.